What's up, young fellas, and welcome back to the Director of Football Journeyman with Ciao Parento on Football Manager 2020 with me, Foggy Plays. Today we are taking on Journeyman, and then we're going to take in the league, and then we are taking on Independiente in the Copa Libertadores group. We still have 2 games left in the Copa Libertadores, but this game could be the one that decides if we qualify for the next round or not. Transfers, since you were here last, pretty sure there have been some. I'll quickly have a look. I think we've had transfer. No, we haven't had anyone come in. And I think I told you about Damian Diaz. Pretty sure. I haven't played this save in a few days. I've been distracted by the Hair to Hero series that I'm doing. We've had quite a time. If I haven't told you about this, Shabab Al Ali signed Damian Diaz, UAE. I feel like I've done this before. It's like deja vu. When were you here last? Yeah, probably to tell you about what happened last time, because it was against Cruzeiro. We were beaten by Sportivo Loqueño. The game after it, Machada scored himself a nice little goal. Then we played non-league side. No, the second division. Itapuense beat them 5-0. Rasquin with a goal. Machado with a hat-trick, and Franco Perez scored as well. They did go hard on our players. Dario Torres picked up a bit of a knock. Luis Ricardo picked up a very big knock, and Peterson also picked up quite the knock. Yeah, but Machado started. I was going to say Machado came off the bench, but he did not. Machado started. But as you can see, injury-wise, wasn't great. We picked up injuries in the 4th minute and the 41st minute, and Torres picked up his knock in like the 30-something minute, which, we had most of our substitutes made before halftime, and the final substitution was made at halftime. Brought on a winger. What was they doing? Oh yeah, we went to a back 3. That's what it was. Anyway, so the Journeyman game, we're going into it top of the league, 4 points ahead of Libertad, who play Olympia at 5. Our game kicks off at 3, so we are definitely going to be top regardless of what happens. We could be more top than we were when the day started. Further top. Super top. Ooh, we could be super top. Anyway, we're hoping that we can beat Journeyman, and this is how we're lining up to do it. We're going to start with Kekarish in goal, Geraldo and Walter as our wing backs, because Torres had that knock. I didn't want to risk him for today. Luis Ricardo is out for 5 weeks with his injury. Also, Henrique is out for 14 days with a hernia. It's been out for a little bit of time already. So Florentin and Chavez start as our centre backs. As you can see, Amarilla is sitting on the bench. Just fantastic when you've got a player who's not all that good sitting on your bench. Originally, he was going starting, but decided against it. Huacha, Castillo, and Ben as our central midfield. I don't know why I said them in that order. Perez, Machado, and Resquin front. My mouth is just not looking at words. My mouth isn't looking. My face, head, brain. My brain is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. We do have injuries to Sanabria. He's out for 4 days with pulled ankle ligaments, which is not ideal, but we can rebuild. And Peterson is out for 4 weeks with a fractured wrist, which we could have put protective gear on, but there's no point in risking him having a longer term injury. We just sent him off to get it sorted properly. As you can see, defensive wise, our best players, star rating wise, have 2 stars. You when you're coming up against a good team that you want players who are going to have difficulty defending against players you're coming up against. Thankfully, they've gone for a slightly more defensive lineup. I will take. Go out there and carry on. Very straight out. Okay. Not an ideal way to start. Oh, we're going to be. Ooh, we've instructions set for 2 players. Oh, would you look at that? My assistant manager's getting all fancy. I'm hoping Geraldo does well. If he doesn't, Torres, come on. Watch has done it 86% already. This is obvious. You know straight away when we start the game we're going to have long shots, because that is basically what my midfield does. They just shoot from distance and hope for the best. And regardless of what I tell them to do, they just keep doing it. So tell the players to work the ball into the box. They're still going to shoot from distance. There is no stopping them. They're the masters of their own destiny. Kekrish manages to push a Balbuena shot behind. And now Granari get extremely lucky and score the opening goal 10 minutes in. It just pinged around in the box, hitting all sorts of players, and it pops into the back of the net. So that is less than ideal, but you know we'll be fine. We've only had 2 long shots so far, which we have Castillo on our team. Castillo is like the king of long shots. Perez back post, Resquin heads just over. We do still have the option of changing to a 4-2-4 if my heart desires. I feel like we need it. I think the 4-3-3 is working well though. We have had 2 games where it didn't work well, but there's always hope, and we've somehow managed to keep Gennari out with that. That Kickerish, with that goalkeeping, he should be up at 8. That was amazing. Of course not. Geraldo, Huacha, Florentin. For some reason, Florentin's taking the corners. That's slightly scary when your best corner taker is also a centre back, and that centre back isn't very good. Walter, Ben, tries to cross it, and nobody did anything. But okay, we're gonna get the lads to show a bit of passion. I thought Geraldo was after really poorly back passing that to the keeper, but he found a player. Ben gets it forward. Resquin. Oh, that was a terrible goal for their keeper to concede, but we'll take it. We will take terrible goalkeeping as our way of getting a goal. Chavez got it to Ben. Max Ben turns. Beautiful ball to Resquin. First time shot. Fantastic. Beautiful. Delightful. Oh. Machado not having a great game. Huacha's not having a great game. And Geraldo all having poor games as it is right now. They do have. I'm not going to make changes at halftime just yet, but I'm going to say I'm not happy. Geraldo, you were terrible. So, fix that. Machado, my microphone ever so slightly in the way of part of my screen. Huacha, you were terrible as well. So I'm going to say I'm not happy with any of them. Keep everyone fired up. Chavez is motivated, but what if I do fired up? Yeah, come on, go out there. Win the football. Win the football game. Win the match. Do a football. No? Pesquina. Leon. Going to shoot from distance, and he's just put it wide. I like their car park is on the other side. Ooh, I've had a fancy. Normally the car parks are over like here or on this side of the pitch. But they've gone for a double car park. That is the ultimate in show offery. Oh, look at us, we have 2 car parks. How many car parks do you? Oh, they have another one over here. Gotcha. It's across. And Resquin. I didn't think Resquin was going to be. I didn't anticipate Resquin being the striker this season who would score all our goals, but we've gone to a front 3 and it's working for him. So, if nothing else, Resquin is making the most of the fact that there is 2 guys alongside him, and he is taking off. That being said, our strikers, apart from Resquin, not having a great game. Castillo actually can score a goal from inside the box, and he's only gone and done it from a corner. Castillo, who's like 5'7", scores a header. You love to see it. You love to see probably the smallest player on the pitch gets a goal. Get in. This game started worrisome for us when Journeyman took the lead, but we just were cruising. 3-1. Just red card. Send him off. Ben gets booked. Ben's get what? Excuse me? What? Right, Machado, you're coming off. We don't need 3 strikers anymore. We're going to go for a... Yeah, go deep laying playmaker. Good. Oh, Watch can play deep laying playmaker. He can. I think Watch's passing is better. 13 and 11. Alfonso's is 11 and 12. So Watch is winning. Castillo wins overall. Castillo has the best passing of everyone. He's going to go as the deep line playmaker. I want to see what happened to... Go away. Oh my god. Alright, we're going to make another change. Geraldo, I'm off for Torres because you're just terrible at football. We've two... don't really want to have 2 advanced forwards. We're going to go Giuliano, the deep line forward. Now my substitutions are annoying me. Walter got booked. We're going to have to look back and see what happened. The one time I want to actually see what's going on. Torres. Oh, Giuliano just didn't get there. Huacha puts it over. What happened here? Because we saw Resquin get bundled over. But what happened to Ben? For what? Appalling challenge that could have caused serious injury. What? 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 Are we watching the same football match? Are we watching the same game? Kekrish pushes their free kick over the bar. 4 minutes of added time. They're not going to score enough goals. They have dominated possession. I didn't realize they had 61%. That is insane. I moved Castillo to a deep laying playmaker. Suddenly we have no long shots. It's almost like a deep laying playmaker doesn't take long shots. Furious. Ayala, put the pass. Kekrish. But we don't have to worry. They have 5 seconds to score an equaliser. They are not going to score. We have won the game 3-2 with a player sent off. I am definitely going to be appealing that. That was a terrible sending off. There's no way that was a deserved sending off. We're going to go and have a look and see what my assistant thinks. But my assistant, as everyone knows, is an idiot. Bad tackle and the referee is probably justified. No. Appeal against ban. Resquin inspires. Oh, Resquin was fantastic. If it wasn't for him, we would have been up Shit's Creek with no paddles. He has had his joint best goal scoring season of his entire career already. He has 12 games fewer than he had with Libertad when he scored his last 7. Can he break into double figures for the first time in his career and possibly even get called up to the Paraguay national team? He does prefer to be played on the middle of a 3-man team. 3-man striker. Every striker wants to be in the middle of a 3-striker strike force. Yeah. So we will be back in just a second for the Independiente game. So don't go anywhere. We'll find out if Ben gets his sending off rescinded, or if we're going to have to deal with not having Ben for the next league game against San Lorenzo Paraguay. We will be back for that in just a jiffy. So Independiente time now. We are going into this game a little short on players, but it's fine. We're not worried. Also, Ben's appeal was rejected. We didn't have valid grounds to appeal it. I still don't know what he did wrong, but okay. That's fine. I'll accept it, I guess. But this is how we're lining up for the Independiente game. Only changes are Torres comes in for Geraldo because Geraldo was really, really bad in that last game. Alfonso comes in central midfield because Huacha is unregistered. And other than that, this is every fit player we have that's available at the club, as far as I am aware. Yeah, Sanabria is coming back tomorrow, but that's one day too far away. So we're going to just go into this game with 10 substitutes. It doesn't make a difference. We only need 3 anyway, but we don't have a centre back on the bench. We don't have a left back on the bench. We don't have a spare centre back or a spare left back. So, and they've gone, they've gone for a narrow diamond. We should probably have gone with wingers. But, okay. We can potentially qualify. Resquin, pick up where you left off. Resquin was very, very good in that last game. Let's hope he does continue in his same quite good form. Torres gets it to Ben, who can play today because his ban is only for league games. Resquin, just short, 2 minutes in, gets the first goal in a very, very empty stadium. It has to be said, we do not attract many fans. We have a huge stadium with very few people showing up to watch the matches. It is disappointing. But we are 1 up. Is that my Velasco? Oh, it's my Velasco. He stayed his entire career with Independiente. Fair play to him. Probably would have been a better idea than joining us in Hertha Hero. Didn't get too many games for us. He's playing as a central midfielder though. Castillo being told to calm down 15 minutes in. Di Lorenzo with the free kick gets headed away. As it is right now, we are guaranteed our place. Machado. Rodrigo Machado gets himself a goal. It's all looking good. Hopefully, Deportivo the Venezuelan team, hopefully they can get a win at Cruzeiro. That will give us an opportunity to top our group, which would be quite nice. Don't imagine that's going to happen though. Castillo gets the ball out to Torres, gets it across. Resquin has to leave the box. Ben from distance gets the goal. Here we are. 3 up within 17 minutes. It's been fairly one-sided so far, you could say. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Actually, they've had more shots than us. Every shot we've had has been on target. And only one long shot. And that was Ben. And he scored. So, we've missed the shot. Shot's gone off target now. Disappointing. We've had one clear-cut chance to their 1/2 chance. But we are doing an awful lot better than I would have expected with them playing a narrow diamond and us playing a narrow 4-3-3. But all good. Ben, Alfonso, Resquin. Oh, what a save by their keeper. Resquin was offside anyway. Alfonso has himself a bit of a booking. No, he has a yellow card. Vinicius Jr. is playing for Flamengo. I think we saw that. I vaguely remember looking at it, and he was at Chelsea and went to River Plate. Then went to Chelsea. That's an interesting career path. Flamengo, Real Madrid, River Plate, Chelsea, Flamengo. Deportivo Teixeira are keeping Cruzeiro to a draw at the moment. I'm going to say do it for the pundits. I don't really care. Oh, excuse me. But everything's going well so far. This is fine. Watch them come out now and be just a completely different team in the second half. They'll just dominate us. Velasco just puts that wide. And that was worthy of a highlight. Maybe the second half is going to be non-existent. Florentin gets the ball clear. Machado. Back to Alfonso. What's he going to do with it? Gets it to Perez. Has Torres. next to him, but ignores him. Goes for the cross anyway. Torres picks it up. He can't get it past Del Sandro. But they very slowly build up. What a goal. De Lorenzo is so far offside, but what a goal. Abel Di Lorenzo. He wasn't that far off, actually. It was Walter almost kept him on. We are going to demand more, because why not? And in the not too distant future, we're going to make a change. Ben boots it clear. Nobody is there but Perez. Perez is after picking up the ball. And he's rounded the keeper, Franco Perez, with his 7th of the season. 65 minutes in, 4-0 up. We've only gone and won this game. We need Independiente in the final game to do the business over Cruzeiro. I don't know what their defender was doing. Their defender just half-assed playing football. Mendieta is going to come on as a Mazzella. We're going to swap him and Alfonso, because I think he's only right-footed. Yeah, he's not only right-footed, but, let's just play him on his stronger side, because he is a very good footballer. And who else what other changes can we make? Let's bring on Giuliano for Machado. And I think we're going to leave it at that for now. We might make a change again in but a moment, just to rest our players a little bit. We are guaranteed to go through, just in case now whether it's going to be top or second. I'm not worried. They have 17 minutes to score 4 goals. And that looked a fairly fluky goal. I thought that was going to be a mistake there, but Florentin wins the ball. Mendieta out to Perez. First touch is quite good past his defender. Resquin just left at the back post by himself. 12th of the season. Bit of praise. It is 5-1. 10 minutes left. We're going to make our final change. I'm going to bring on Luis Garcia. You can come on for Nestor Alfonso. Why not? We don't have a left back. I can't take off Walter. Nobody else can play at left back, so Walter plays on. So 5-1. This was a lot more comfortable than I was expecting. I did think this was going to be a bit of a tight game, because they did give us a bit of a run for our money in the first leg when we got a draw. That was a terrible defensive header. Giuliano Torresquin. Hat-trick hero. Get in. In the first game, they did draw. We did draw 2-2, I think. I know it's a draw that we got in the last one, but we've definitely shown that we are the better team today. Resquin really showed that he was the best player today, and we have run out 6-1 winners. And I think Teixeira got a draw in the game they had against Cruzeiro. I think they got a draw against Cruzeiro, and that's fantastic for them. Walter did the most running. Oh no, Cruzeiro won in the 94th minute. Oh, it's okay. We can only finish second now. 94th minute winner. God damn it. Vinicius Jr. scored a brace against Libertad. And Boca Juniors running out winners against Union Española. To be expected. Union Española, as we well know, not a very good team. They're good for Chile, but not good for Copa Libertadores. So for the next episode, I think we are going to come back for the Olympia 3 de Febrero game. I was going to say we come back for the first round, but this is a non-league Primera Division B national. I don't even know what that means. I know this the second division. And then there's so they're the third division team. Joint third division team. They're not going to cause us any issues whatsoever. I am not going to waste my time coming back for that game. we will be here all day if we do. So it's going to be Olympia and 3 different Barrero. So local rivals and bottom of the league in the next episode. Can't imagine 3 different Barrero are going to be anywhere above bottom of the league for the next episode because they've been shocking so far this season. Anyway, if you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with all of your friends. And I will see you guys in the next one.